So he's been dealing with shoulder pain, mid-trap pain for quite some time. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, probably a little over a year ago, I was having some impingement issues and was working out, bench pressing, got into my third rep and felt something kind of pop. And ever since then, I've had extreme pain coming out to the side or around the back, and had an MRI done and ended up with a 3mm tear is what they discovered. So,
do we know which muscle? Supraspinatus?
Supraspinatus, yeah.
Supraspinatus.
And ever since then, I've tried a couple different therapies, and so far nothing else.
So this is our second session, so he's not going to tell you how good he's feeling, but we'll do an update video on him. But
yeah.
let's start with this exercise here, like I showed you. I'm going to show you some of the mistakes that he's making on here and how we're going to fix them. Okay, so go ahead back. So what he's learning how to do is show where it wings out. No, like come back with the shoulder. Yeah. So right here, he's got to kind of, it'll start winging out. So we're going to round forward. Go ahead. And he's going to really learn where to flatten. That's starting to wing there. There it goes. He's starting to learn how to flatten this right here. Okay? So it doesn't wing. And one of the ways that we do that is we actually feel like we're going to do a crunch here. So we can let that shoulder come forward. Good, right? There. That's where it's completely flat. So that's where he's going to start. And see how the angle's at 45 with this. This is important because if he moves this elbow back, move the elbow back, do you see what happens to the shoulder once it dips forward? Okay, so if we move it forward here and he pushes, now it's going to want to move on this angle here. So this is really important. That's what keeps this moving and tracking this way. As soon as he brings this back, see how it wants to lift and roll. You feel that?
Yeah.
And then we'll go here. Do you see how then it sinks and it drops and then it can keep that flat? Okay, rest. That's good. And if you watch too, if we were watching him from behind, he'd have a little bit of a tilt this way too. So he's kind of like this. What happens is over time is, once right now he's feeling it here, over time, I'm going to have him try to lift up, start lifting his chest up. And if we see the wing pop out, or he loses control, and he doesn't feel it here, then he's going to go back down. So we're going to have him do that now and kind of play around with where his borderline is of where he can go. So get into the perfect spot. Good, good. And now start trying to lift your chest up. You start to lose it there a little bit? Or are you still feeling it here?
Still feel it there a little bit.
Okay. Roll forward just a little. Do you see how that depressed more?
Yeah.
Is that more intense there?
Yes.
Okay. So when go ahead, lift up and roll. Do you see how it pulls back up this way?
Yeah.
Okay. We want it to push down. There, roll forward a little bit more, get rid of the wing. That's where his max is, right there. So I'm just going to have him really learn how to get good at that, and then I'm going to start having him lift up over time. But this is pretty much where he's got to start out, where he stays in control of the scapula, he can feel the correct spot, and he's downward depressing the humerus head. Go ahead, take a break. And people are worried, if you move over here, people are worried that if I'm rolling forward, how's my shoulder going to get back? Watch. If I keep this 45 angle here and I push down, you see how it facilitates this. If I come here, then it's going to facilitate this. So this is why this is key, because it's going to get that to push this way. And then as he starts lifting too, then that's also going to start being able to do this. But you got to start where you feel it the most and you can depress the most, and then over time we're going to have him raise up. So that's how we correct the shoulder, the posture, the winged scapula, and also the tears. Go ahead, come back. Okay, so it's starting to wing out here, and look at how he's kind of jacked up here. So what I want you to do is do that, put your hand behind your head, kind of crunch forward, like you're going to do an ab crunch. Yeah, good, now settle that down there. Yes, do you feel how that depressed it right there? And now he's completely flat. And now, let the arm down. The other arm, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Now, just lift up just a little bit where you can stay in control. Right there, it's starting to wing out. Back down. Let the shoulder round forward. Slouch here with your head. Put your hand behind your head. Yeah, slouch. Let this go forward more. There, did you feel that?
Yep.
That's where he can hang on. So he's not ready to really lift up. He can. Now lift up again, go ahead. Right? Do you feel it starting to wing out?
Yeah.
There. Yeah, okay, rest. There you go, you got it. Okay, rest. So that's what we're trying to do, is work our way up. All right, that's good. In the stomach here, okay? So you can really get that scapula to flatten. Yep. So go to where it totally flattens. Right about there.
Yeah, I'd say like right there, it starts to start creeping in pretty good.
Okay, good. And so yeah, try to feel it through the teres a little bit, and then flatten. Good. Now start trying to come upright, and let's see where your scapula starts to come out. So start trying to come up with your chest. Still looks like you got control over it. It's just about to wing. You can start seeing it pop out. Now
I can already feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now go back down to where you maintain it without. Good.
Really like
Right there. So you got to teeter, and then the goal is to get yourself upright here over time. Feel the teres and have no wing. But you got to start where you can flatten it, or else you'll never get anywhere. Where you're here, and rather than staying square, you were turning too much. Okay, so it's here. It's not this. So show me the mistake, and then show me how you're going to correct it. So when you let this move, see, I'm here. I'm not this. So your scapula's winging a little bit. So you got to roll. No, your whole body, you're twisting. You got to just sink from here. Don't twist. There you go. That's better. Now push down. Yes, good. And bring the elbow back just a little bit. It's a little too far forward. Right there. You might be here, and you might be able to get to here where it doesn't wing anymore. Right? So you're going to start learning how to come up. And then eventually, after about 2 months, you'll be able to come here, and now you'll be in the original position that you really want. Most people start with that don't have winged scapula. So first you got to learn how to completely get it flat, and then you're going to start learning how to come up.